In the heart of New York, behind pristine white columns and gleaming marble steps, sits a townhouse worth over $3 million. But this isn't just a luxury address. It's the world of Jadakiss, the kid from Yonkers who once rapped for spare change on crowded street corners. How did he turn street hustle into a rap empire? Tonight we go inside his mansion, his cars, his life behind the velvet ropes of fame. Jason Terrence Phillips was born May 27, 1975, in Yonkers. Not the glittering skyline of Manhattan, but cracked sidewalks, buzzing corner stores, and a harsh world that forced kids to grow up fast. Jason? He grew up faster than most. At 12, his parents told him something that would change everything. It's time you make your own money. No safety net, no excuses, just survival. He turned to the only currency he had, his voice, freestyling on street corners, coins clinking in his hat, nods of approval, his only applause. Each rhyme was a lifeline, every bar a battle for respect. Fate stepped in when he met Chic, Louch, and Styles P. Together, the trio formed the Warlocks. Their demo landed with Mary J. Blige, who saw their fire and passed it to Puff Daddy. Suddenly, three kids from Yonkers were at hip-hop's doorstep. Renamed the Locks, they went from street corners to collaborations with Mariah Carey, Biggie, and Mary J. Blige. For kids who once scraped by, their tribute to Biggie, "Will Always Love Big Papa," was pure lightning, proof that raw grit could turn into legendary glory. It wasn't just a track, it was a eulogy for Biggie, a reminder that the streets still had a voice and people were listening. Then came the moment that defined the LOX. In 1998, they dropped their debut album, Money, Power, and Respect. The title was a manifesto. It shot to number 3 on the Billboard 200, went platinum, and cemented their place in hip-hop history. But success came with tension. Bad Boys' polished sound clashed with their raw street energy. The choice was clear: fame or authenticity. They left and joined Rough Riders, a label fueled by grit. In 2000, We Are the Streets arrived. Raw, unapologetic, Yonkers in every verse. Platinum again, but this time it felt real. Jadakiss began to shine. His raspy, sharp voice became unmistakable, his lyrics cutting deeper than most. By 2001, his solo debut, Kiss the Game Goodbye, went gold, producing hits like We Gonna Make It and Knock Yourself Out. 3 years later, Kiss of Death topped the charts. The single Why, bold, controversial, sparked nationwide debate, but it elevated him further. By the mid-2000s, Jadakiss wasn't just a rapper, he was the voice of the streets, carrying Yonkers on his shoulders while walking red carpets. And now we step away from the stage lights and the roar of the crowd into his sanctuary in New York, a townhouse worth over $3 million. Its white columns standing like silent guards, a grand staircase leading inside. Marble floors gleam under chandeliers, ceilings soar above 6 meters. You can almost picture Jadakiss dropping his keys, exhaling after a long night in the studio, and finally stepping into a world all his own. Luxury earned from the grind, far from the streets where it all began. The living room stretches wide, sunlight pouring through tall windows, illuminating every detail. Crown moldings, marble floors, and subtle touches of luxury whisper sophistication. Yet the space feels alive, where deals were struck, songs written, and laughter carried late into the night. The kitchen isn't just a kitchen, it's a chef's playground. Granite counters gleam, Viking appliances stand ready, and every corner invites gatherings. You can picture Jadakiss here, surrounded by family and friends, the sizzle of food blending with conversations from the heart. Two master suites define the home. The first on the ground floor offers a private escape, walls shielding the city's chaos, a jacuzzi waiting after long nights. Upstairs, the second opens through French doors onto a balcony, greenery stretching below, city hum in the distance. King-size bed, walk-in closets, and spa-like baths turn comfort into art. Every bathroom features oversized showers and jacuzzis, spaces made for reflection, maybe where lyrics first took shape. A finished attic sparks creativity, while the basement offers room for gatherings or quiet solitude. Outside, a stone patio sets the stage for summer nights under the New York sky, a private driveway leading to a rare 2-car garage. From custom Anderson windows to meticulous trim, every detail reflects intention, crafted like a perfected verse. $3 million is the price tag, but this townhouse tells a story worth far more. From Yonkers street corners to marble foyers, from freestyling for coins to chandeliers glowing over granite counters. This isn't just a home, it's Jadakiss. This townhouse is proof of how far Jadakiss has come, but it's only one chapter in his real estate story. Before this, he owned a penthouse high above Manhattan, a space where the city he grew up in became both his stage and his crown. Perched at 419 East 57th Street, the 1,800 square foot terrace alone was legendary. room enough for 50 guests, perfect for summer nights under the skyline. Music low, laughter spilling into the air, Jadakiss at the center, surveying the city he once roamed on street corners. From up here, Manhattan wasn't just a backdrop, it was his. Inside, ceilings soared 12 feet, giving every room a cathedral-like feel. A wood-burning fireplace warmed the living room, a touch of tradition amid sleek modernity. Imagine Jadakiss in winter, pen in hand, rhymes forming as flames crackle. The formal dining room, polished and ready for celebration, led to a kitchen with direct terrace access, perfect for entertaining friends while the city sparkled below. The master suite was a sanctuary, double doors opening to the terrace, a king-size bed framed by custom built-ins, and a 12-foot cedar closet holding a wardrobe that told his story. Marble bathrooms, oversized mirrors, and Kohler fixtures made every detail feel like a private spa. The second bedroom doubled as an office, a space where ideas sparked, contracts were signed, and the empire expanded. The building itself offered full-service luxury, doormen, gym, rooftop deck, and every amenity to match the life Jadakiss had built above the city that once raised him. Privacy came with prestige. When Jadakiss sold his Manhattan penthouse for $2.1 million, the price wasn't the point, it was the memories. The skyline at night, sunlight spilling over the East River, the feeling of triumph in every corner. The townhouse is home now, but the penthouse was where he celebrated, standing above it all, literally and figuratively. For Jadakiss, lifestyle isn't just about real estate, it's also about what you drive. Cars are extensions of his personality, symbols of where he's been and where he's going. Each one tells a story, blending street grit with refined taste. The BMW XM commands attention, bold, futuristic, and powerful, just like his voice. Its twin-turbo V8 paired with an electric motor delivers 644 horsepower, hitting 0 to 60 in 4.1 seconds, a roar most supercars respect. The XM embodies his evolution, from hustling on street corners to gliding through the city with silent power, ready to unleash speed at a moment's notice. Then there's the Rolls-Royce Phantom, the crown jewel of his garage. Handcrafted, tailored to perfection, with a 563 horsepower V12 engine, it glides rather than drives. Inside, the Starlight headliner, endless leather and wood details create a cocoon of elegance. Pulling up in a Phantom isn't about blending in, it's a statement, arrival, presence, and prestige. For Jadakiss, both homes and cars reflect more than wealth. They tell the story of a man who turned hustle into legacy, street corners into stages, and moments into statements that echo far beyond the city streets. For a rapper who built his career on street credibility, stepping out of a Rolls-Royce Phantom carries weight. It's a statement. He conquered the streets, and now he rides above them. Jadakiss's garage tells his story, from Yonkers corners to Manhattan boardrooms, from raw grit to refined elegance. Each car echoes his past and hints at his future. But owning these machines takes more than love for horsepower. It demands business savvy, income streams, and the kind of wealth a seasoned rap legend generates. Today, Jadakiss's net worth is estimated at $6 million, a testament to decades of music, hustle, and smart moves. It all started with money, power, and respect in 1998. Platinum plaques, royalties, and performance fees followed, signaling that he had arrived. He didn't stop there. His solo debut, Kiss the Game Goodbye in 2001, went gold. Kiss of Death in 2004, with the hit single Why, topped charts and filled arenas. Touring became a major income stream, and every feature, performance, and album added to his growing empire. As the industry shifted, Jadakiss adapted. Mixtapes like Consignment in 2012 kept his name alive, while Top 5, Dead or Alive in 2015 reaffirmed his dominance, debuting at #1 on the rap albums chart. Streaming, licensing, and royalties turned decades of music into a financial backbone. But wealth wasn't just in music. His business ventures are as authentic as his lyrics, rooted in the streets, family, and community. Every car, every property, every deal tells the story of a man who turned hustle into legacy. For Jadakiss, money was never just about luxury. It was about building something that would last. Alongside longtime partner Jay Jackson, he launched Saraspy, a multimedia brand that became the hub for all his ventures. It wasn't just a record label. It was clothing, a digital platform, a YouTube channel, a way to control his content and own his art. His raspy voice became more than a signature. It became a brand. Ownership was the goal, making sure both his music and money stayed in his hands. Then came a surprising move in 2014. Jadakiss and Styles P opened Juices for Life, a juice bar in Yonkers. At first, people were skeptical. A juice bar from hardcore rappers? But it made sense. Their neighborhoods lacked healthy options, packed with fast food, while wellness was rare. The Yonkers shop was just the start. Soon, branches popped up in the Bronx and Brooklyn, offering families smoothies and kids a chance to see rappers as role models, not just entertainers. In October October 2022, Jadakiss added another chapter, Kiss Café, a coffee brand built with his father and son. 3 generations, 1 vision. It wasn't about trends, it was about legacy, creating something meaningful to pass down. Behind the stage lights, platinum plaques, and roaring crowds, Jadakiss is Jason Terrence Phillips, father, son, and a man who learned to balance hustle with peace. His empire isn't just about wealth, it's about family, community, and leaving something that outlasts him. One of the most powerful images of Jadakiss today isn't in the studio or on stage. It's him with his father and son launching Kiss Café. 3 generations, 1 table, 1 vision. For a man who grew up fighting to survive, building a family business is a victory bigger than any chart-topping hit. Legacy runs deep. Holidays are quiet, often spent in Yonkers or New York with loved ones, far from social media. He's built a public career, but his family life is sacred. Mornings begin with fitness, a jog or gym session, reflecting a lifestyle shaped by health and balance. Studio time remains a sanctuary. Even decades in, Jadakiss writes, records, and mentors younger artists. The studio is therapy, a bridge back to the streets through sound. Basketball and sneakers are constant passions, a tie to hip-hop culture. And coffee, once a business venture, has become personal poetry, brewing, tasting, learning the craft. In recent years, he's become a mentor, guiding young rappers with stories, not sermons, lessons from bad contracts, label struggles, and nights money almost disappeared. For Yonkers and beyond, he's proof that survival can lead to success, and success can stay humble. Behind luxury cars and million-dollar homes is a man who laughs easily, loves deeply, and guards his peace. No scandals, no drama, just a life built on grit, family, and focus. Outside, Jadakiss is a legend. Step closer, and you see a man who turned pain into poetry, hustle into heritage, and fame into family. His legacy won't just be music or wealth, it will be the life he's lived. The real story isn't marble floors or luxury cars, it's the man behind them. Jadakiss turns struggle into strength, and strength into stability. The raspy voice of Yonkers still echoes, not just in music, but in life. Which part of his world would you explore first? The townhouse with soaring ceilings or the phantom gliding through the city? Comment below and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more legendary stories and hidden estates.